Here we are again with witchers and the sorceresses who love them. Last time we met Triss, and she took us around town, and we helped her out with some things, and she pointed us in the direction of a dreamer, apparently, who she thinks might be able to help us out finding Ciri. I did want to say a little bit more about, like, Triss and Yennefer and Geralt and everything that's going on there. As you probably have surmised, this is a bit of a love triangle we've got going on. What's going on here is, Yennefer is, or was, Geralt's lover, in the books, right? Which precede the games. They had been lovers for a while. As far as I'm aware, Triss is, and again, I may be misrepresenting or somehow incorrect, because I have not actually read the books. I have read some wikis and learned about some of the backgrounds of the characters from wikis. So if anything I say is incorrect, please feel free to point it out and tell me what an ass I'm being about how incorrect I am about the Witcher canon. But, okay. Yennefer and Geralt were lovers in the books, which precede the games. Triss is a character also in the books who has been in love with Geralt for quite some time, but he never really returned her romantic feelings. He always cared for her, but he never really returned her romantic feelings. Then the first game happens, which happens after Geralt's death in canon. Geralt wakes up and he has amnesia. He doesn't remember anything of his past life. And we meet Triss in the first game, and Geralt, and Triss is one of the, people that Geralt can sleep with in the first game, one of the many, many women that Geralt can sleep with in the first game, but Triss has kind of a special place in the first game in that she can be someone that he actually commits to in a relationship. And then the second game actually opens with Geralt and Triss being lovers, and, like, acknowledged lovers. They're both sort of in King Foltest's court in Temeria, or they're both sort of part of King Foltest's retinue in Temeria at the beginning of Witcher 2. And they're sort of, everyone knows, it's kind of an open secret that they are lovers and they're together and it's a thing. They're a thing. And then in Witcher 2, you can choose to, like, continue that relationship and commit to Triss, or not. And when I played it, I did choose to commit to Triss. That was the Rose of Remembrance, which I found in Triss's house here in Novigrad, and Geralt said, "Oh, it's wilted." That was a flower that I picked that you can do. It's an optional quest in Witcher 2 that you can do. You can pick this rose for Triss, and it's basically a way of saying, "I'm committing to you. I'm committing to this relationship. I'm in love with you." It's sort of like your way of committing to her as a relationship in Witcher 2. And I did, in fact, complete that quest, and that's why Geralt found that in her house. And then, of course, 6 months before the start of Witcher 3, after the end of Witcher 2, they sort of split up because Geralt has regained all of his memories. He now remembers that Yennefer exists. He didn't even know that she existed. Triss knew that she existed the whole time and never told him. But frankly, neither did anybody else, and there are a bunch of people who knew Yennefer existed and never told him. So, as far as I'm concerned, like, I'm not mad at Triss for, like, not telling Geralt that Yennefer existed, because nobody else did either. Like, if I had to be mad at Triss, I should also be mad at Dandelion. I should also be mad at Zoltan Shive, because these are all people who knew that Yen existed and never told him about her. So, and I'm not really mad at any of them. Like, it is a weird situation for everybody, and so, like, what do you do? And frankly, I don't know that it necessarily changes anything either. Like, people move on from relationships, and relationships change. The nature of relationships changes. So, it's a thing. And I mean, we'll see how it plays out. personally, though, I mean, if it comes to a point where the game is asking me to, like, choose between the two of them, I'm probably gonna have to go with Triss, because Triss is the character that I know the best, and I really like her as a character, and I really like the way the relationship has developed over the course of these games, and, you know, while I'm sure, like, I feel like Geralt does still have a lot of feelings for Yen, you know, Yen is much farther in the past. Yen is, like, part of his old life, and Triss is more like part of his new life, you know? So that's sort of how I feel about it personally. That's how, you know, if the game sort of makes me choose between them or whatever, that's probably how I'll play it out. But we'll see how it, you know, I'm not sure exactly how it's going to play out, or if the game will make me choose between them, or if it just sort of leave it open to interpretation. I have no idea. So we'll sort of see how we go here. I'm not usually the biggest fan. I said this before. I'm not usually the biggest fan of love triangles. I do really like both of these characters, Yen and Triss. I think they're both really interesting characters. And, you know, well fleshed out and cool characters, and I like both of them, and I'm sure Geralt cares about both of them very much. And so, you know, we'll sort of see how we go and enjoy ourselves along the way. So, yeah. So right now, Triss has left us, and we are going to go find this dreamer in this old house and see if she might have some information about Ciri. Because we know that Ciri was here, or is here, in Novigrad, somewhere. But we don't really have anything else to go on. We have nowhere to start, aside from this, you know, she is somewhere in this city. And this city is very big, and, you know, it's like finding a needle in a haystack, really. So we have to have some place to start. And Triss has told us about this dreamer, who apparently does dream magic of some kind, and might be able to give us some kind of lead about where to find Ciri. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go talk to this streamer. Find this person. Hopefully before, you know, she gets into any trouble.
Awful pale.
What is it, Grey Boy? Looking for adventure?
Double chase.
Here we are. It's right here, apparently. An old house. I don't know where we get in at. Over here somewhere? Oh, here we go.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
That's not your merits. That's your family's merits. Like, what have you done for me? Nothing. But I'm not here to make enemies of you. I am looking for Corrine.
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Why do you care about the house's history?
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian, or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night, and furniture moving about in the attic, and last week, well, you shan't believe it, I found human feces in the parlor.
Why are you standing out here?
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact, Corrine requested she not be disturbed.
Oh, can I go in, then? Or are you gonna try to keep me out?
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim.
Okay.
Truth is, we're already dependent on the Black Ones, economically. Pardon
Sorry.
me.
Alright, let's go inside and check this place out, see what we got. Wow. A lot of stuff. Am I close to my weight limit? Yes, I am. I'm very close to my weight limit, so I should probably stop looting so much. No, I'm gonna keep those there. Boy, I sure have a lot of books. Actually, you know what, though? I need to sell. I really need to sell a lot. Me. I need.
The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart.
No, that's not what they're for. Yeah, to my right, there's a merchant. Let's go this way. Yeah, there's a merchant.
It just rains and rains.
Ah! You've mistaken me for someone else.
You're the only one here's made a mistake.
Uh-oh.
Leave him alone.
And who might you be? Temple Guard undercover?
Call me an admirer of law and order.
Made a mistake coming to this town, then.
You're making the mistake. Leave him alone.
And if we don't?
It's really not worth it.
This man's not worth your efforts. His shop's drowning in debt.
You're right. Even looks like a pauper.
I beg to differ.
Don't even know why I bothered the bugger. My apologies, and fare thee well. I, gotta go brush my
Hey, you.
teeth.
You stink. And your breath smells bad, too. Bye.
Go home, merchant, and try not to come round here anymore.
I will. I mean, I won't. I mean, both, yes. Thank you, sir.
Will you give me a discount? Because I could really use one. Are you gonna, like, go somewhere that I can shop from you now? I'd really like that. Where else can I go for a merchant? Oh, I suppose I can go this way. There are a lot of merchants in this town, so that's good.
Again.
Is it this way?
Two!
Ow!
Sorry.
Our world will burn!
Rain again.
Burn!
Oh, yeah.
Burn
Okay.
on fire!
Oh, man.
Oh, that's and the thinking fix it for you. We'll see
No.
right away. I've got
Said
the
I'd
best
come to the
deals
wrong
this side.
place.
Where do I go? Where's the door?
And we fix it for you.
No. Said I'd come to the wrong place. But he sell dumplings now.
Jonas.
Oh, hey.
What do you have on offer?
Redanian dumplings, speciality of the house, heartily recommended. Blimey. A vat gun in my establishment? It can't be.
How do you know I'm a witcher?
You joking? Silver blades, who else uses them? Crafted in Mahakam, am I right? Must be about 40 inches long?
40 and a half. Still impressed. You're something of an expert, evidently.
I'm Ibir Hattori, former master swordsmith. Currently, a master of dumplings.
Geralt of Rivia.
A pleasure, Geralt. How might I help you? Care to try a dumpling?
I'm looking for a good swordsmith, actually.
Looking for a good swordsmith. No one?
3 swords on your back. A bit much, don't you think?
Good one. But all jests aside, you make swords anymore?
Really? It's dumplings now. I must make a living. But I miss the hammer, anvil, and bellows. Oh, the heat of the forge. Were it not for that swiving Van Horn.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I shan't greet a witcher with dumplings. Come, let me show you something.
Quite a collection. Premium quality, too.
Thank you. I've kept these as mementos.
Damn shame you don't make them anymore. I'd gladly replace what I have with this kind of steel. Someone with your skills? Why the hell are you needing dough?
This might surprise you. The pay is better. But above all, it's much safer. Food vendors rarely disappear or end up as cripples.
I see. Someone controlling Novigrad's smithing market?
Not officially, though. All supplies go through Ernst Van Horn, and they say he plays cards with Cleaver. Frequently.
Who's this Ernst Van Horn event?
Ernst Van Horn. Who's that?
Modest beginnings. A small dockside workshop. However, he proved extremely ambitious. He knew he could not compete with other swordmakers on skill alone, so he resorted to other methods.
Other methods?
A bit of slander here, buying business debt cheaply and taking over there. And whenever the competition was a ploughing non-human, he'd accuse them of being Havocars.
Is that how he did you in?
I did not give up without a fight. I went to Town Hall, negotiated. Alas, it was all in vain. He'd already enlisted Cleaver's protection, and in Novigrad, few dare get in Cleaver's way.
Can make a deal?
Tried negotiating? Making a deal?
With Van Horn? Do you jest? He's a proper heartless bastard. Either play by his rules and pay him, or go out of business.
I see.
But I shan't complain. Dumplings have proven an excellent source of income. It's just...
You're an artist.
You miss the heat of the forge. Tried getting supplies from someone else?
Those rogues of the underworld control all the sources. How am I to talk to them? Unless... Would you be willing to help me?
Yes, I would.
Want me to help you get you supplies? How?
Just come with me to a meeting. As my bodyguard, it'll bolster my confidence. Truth be told, not so long ago, I tried negotiating some iron deliveries with one of the King of Beggars' men.
Right. King wouldn't worry about an embargo Cleaver imposed.
It's just... He demanded an inordinately large share of the profits. I thought you might help me negotiate. I don't mean gratis. I'm certain we can agree on a fee.
Could I choose something from your collection?
Oh, forget this rubbish. I shall forge you a sword fit for killing gods.
I don't know. Criminal underworld. Not really sure I want to meddle with them.
I badly need your help. Van Horn is a Van Horsen. He must be taught a lesson. I'd be eternally grateful. Plate armor, yours. Or perhaps you'd like a catapult or a trebuchet.
Okay.
Fine. Arrange the meeting.
Splendid. Meet me after dark, near the crane at the docks.
Okay, I need the... Yeah, merchant. Is it this way? Oh, here it is. It's over here. I need to sell. I need to sell, and then I need to do this dreamer quest.
Open up.
Oh! Your white hair.
Here we go. Show me your wares.
What are you offering?
Gnomish prankings, the opposition in Nilfgaard. Interesting. Ooh, Zeracanian saddlebags. Alright, cool, cool. Just gonna sell. Does not have enough. Okay. 904. There we go.
See you.
Okay. Woohoo! That's awesome. Yeah, okay. R design intensity, 8% Axii sign intensity, 21% critical hit damage bonus, 3% critical hit chance, 1% chance to freeze. Second piece of equipment. %5 chance to stun. That's nice. So I've seriously increased the amount of weight that I can carry now. That's awesome. Because I sure do have a lot of stuff. See if there's anything else I can make here. Enhanced Draconid oil. That's awesome. Sweet. Okay, cool. Let's, sell a few more things.
What are you offering?
I'm gonna sell that. And, gonna sell these, sell these, and sell these, and sell that. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, thanks.
See you.
Now, let's go. I look kind of like a clown with this jacket on, though, I gotta say. I'm not the biggest fan of the way it looks, but,
Nothing doing.
boy, it
Something
sure
reeks
is a good piece of armor, so...
What village are you from?
Willows. It's into my area, 2 days' road from the
Novigrad
Zima.
is a state of mind.
God, alright, there, just
Understand?
Okay, so now we can go in here, loot all of the stuff.
The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart.
Now we can loot all the things, because we have way more weight we can carry.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it. Put it down, please. That's blood! Don't spill it! Please!
Is it down here?
Stop! Go away! Don't do that.
Maybe not.
Leave it!
Okay, it's probably upstairs then.
Put it down, please. That's blood!
Oh boy.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
I don't think it's just a dream, Geralt.
The doll. The attic.
Okay.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Wow,
Stop.
I'm pretty sure her skirt
Go
just got
away.
way shorter.
Don't do that. Leave it! Put it down, please. That's blood! Don't spill it! Please! away! Don't do that. Leave it!
Ah, a ladder. Okay, here we go. Higher, higher, higher. What's going on in here? Something's not right in this place, that's for sure.
Way to the next room's blocked.
Huh. Here we go. Drawing of a crib. Interesting. And a rag doll. Oops. What else we got? Sure, there's a lot of junk in here, but you know what? I'm taking it all because I have the space for it now. I can carry it all. Okay, so examine the drawing. Paper on which a crib has been hastily drawn by a child, it seems. There's also a doll.
There was a cradle on the second floor. Wonder what had happened if I laid a doll in it.
Interesting thought. Alright, let's do that. Put the doll in the crib. Okay.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Is it here? Where is it? Is it in this room? Yeah, here it is. Okay. Find out why the door slammed shut.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Saw an oven in the cellar. Maybe I'll find another clue there.
Okay, go under the cellar. Find the oven and examine it. It's down here, right? Yeah. Oh, I see. When it goes white, it means it's on another level. The icon on the mini-map. Here we go.
Boo!
Aha.
Did I scare you?
Yes, a little bit.
Scared you, didn't I? Can tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
Yeah, I know what you are.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Let's make a deal.
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
Well, I try.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
It's true. It's
now
true.
go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
Awesome. It's true. Not many people are like, boy, you're a nice guy. That's a new one. That's a new one. Funny. Okay, well, let's go find this dreamer now. Should be okay. Hopefully. Yeah, because I don't care about the guy or this house. I just need to talk to Corrine. Hey, Corrine. You okay now?
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
You just gotta tell this guy his house is haunted. Sorry, guy. I don't really care, though. I just need to find Ciri. I don't know why I keep falling down that staircase. It's weird. The door. Alright.
Truth is,
Hey,
we're
you.
already... I saw Miss Corrine leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
House is still haunted.
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corrine. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corrine dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid! Oh, well. It shan't put me in the
Yeah, you're
poorhouse.
not really worse off. So just you'll figure something out, I'm sure, dude. Alright, so let's go to the Golden Sturgeon and meet Corrine there, so she can help us out. Gotta find Ciri.